So for this episode of How We Created, I'm going to break down the Strippers of Oz. This was actually the first planned parody of the Wizard of Oz sketches right before we made the Australian ones. It began with using the character sheets from the first two animations and then recording all of the voices on my phone. Once I cut together the clips in Premiere and timed it, I exported the WAV files and sent them to my voice actors Matt Curtis and Christina Nichols. Then I brought the audio clip into Toon Boom Harmony for the animatic. So we knew we wanted to replicate the action of the first shot in the third one, so we storyboarded to reuse the background. I also made the second shot a front angle so the perspective wouldn't warp when we zoomed in. Once that was finished, I received the audio back from my voice actors and cut it together with the animatic in Premiere Pro. I then exported the audio for each shot and began production in Toon Boom Harmony. So I drew in the key poses and left some important notes so we could reuse as much motion as possible. I sent off the shots to Scott so he could do the in-betweens and make it look better. While he was doing that, I started designing the backgrounds. Luckily we chose to reuse the first background, so it was only 2 illustrations I had to do in Harmony. I wanted it to look super colourful, so I used similar colours to the film and added sparkling effects to the castle. Once those were finished, I received the files back from Scott and started colouring the characters. We made the skipping cycles really fluid so we could reuse it twice. I then exported the characters out of Harmony and ready for shading in After Effects. I brought the assets into After Effects and shaded the characters and background. Once that was finished, I exported all the files into Premiere and synced it with the audio. So here you'll get to see the original animatic next to the final render.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Wait a minute! Hey, Dorothy! Why don't we go to the strip club?
No, guys, what are you talking about? We have to go see the wizard!
We're off to see the strippers, the wonderful strippers of Oz.